Welcome to my channel USA Old Coins. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end, you won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. In the vast world of coin collecting, some treasures hide in plain sight, blending into the everyday jingle of spare change, yet quietly holding stories of history, rarity, and unimaginable worth. One such hidden gem is the 2006 United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the state of North Dakota. At first glance, it might seem like just another modern quarter, part of the state quarters series that captured the attention of the nation in the early 2000s. But a closer look reveals why this coin has earned a legendary status among collectors and enthusiasts alike. The 2006 North Dakota quarter stands out not just for its design, but for the rich symbolism embedded in its imagery. On the reverse, you'll find two majestic American bison grazing under a vast open sky, with rugged buttes rising in the background, and homage to the breathtaking beauty of the northern plains. The design evokes the strength, endurance, and wild spirit of the American frontier, capturing the essence of North Dakota's rugged charm. When this quarter was released, it was part of the final stretch of the 50 State Quarters program, a highly popular initiative launched by the U.S. Mint to honor each state in the order of its statehood. North Dakota's design was praised for its artistic quality and historical significance. But as with many coins in circulation, not all were created equal. Among the millions minted, only a tiny handful have turned heads for a very special reason. Collectors began noticing unusual varieties of the 2006 North Dakota quarter, coins with unique errors or extraordinary minting characteristics. Some showed off double dies, while others had incredible strike-through errors or planchet issues that made them anomalies among the norm. It's these kinds of distinctive traits that send shockwaves through the numismatic world and launch ordinary coins into the stratosphere of value. One of the most stunning features found on rare North Dakota quarters is the presence of a doubled horn on one of the bison. This doubling, barely visible to the untrained eye, appears during the minting process when the die stamps the coin twice in slightly different positions. This minor-looking mishap can lead to major collector interest, and when demand surges, so does the price. Then there are quarters that boast satin or proof-like finishes despite being part of the standard circulation batch. These unexpected appearances of mirror-like surfaces or abnormally sharp detailing usually indicate a very limited batch, often the result of special production runs or mint experiments. When a coin like this ends up in someone's pocket change, it's like holding a lottery ticket in your hand. The condition of a coin also plays a massive role in its value. Coins that have somehow survived nearly 2 decades without scratches, dents, or fading are like time capsules. When a 2006 North Dakota quarter is discovered in mint state condition, graded MS-68 or higher, it becomes a rare prize that collectors are willing to fight over. And when that same coin also has a recognized error or variation, the stakes skyrocket even higher. Imagine the excitement of a collector who discovers such a piece tucked away in a forgotten coin jar, or lying at the bottom of a drawer. That moment of discovery, of holding a seemingly mundane object that turns out to be worth thousands, is what keeps the hobby of coin collecting so thrilling and alive. This coin has become a modern legend partly because of the mystery surrounding how few of these rare variations actually exist. Despite millions of quarters being minted in 2006, only a minute fraction have shown the combination of perfection and error that make them exceptionally valuable. It's this combination of rarity and story that fuels the desire of collectors across the globe. Over time, stories have surfaced of collectors traveling great distances just to inspect a rumored rare North Dakota quarter. The tales surrounding this coin have elevated it beyond a mere monetary item. It's become a treasure hunt, a conversation piece, and a symbol of numismatic prestige. Social media and coin forums have added to the craze. Photos of high-grade North Dakota quarters with special features have gone viral, sparking a flurry of interest in even the most casual collectors. Suddenly, everyone wanted to dig through their change, hoping to strike gold, Or in this case, silver-plated copper. Professional graders and auction houses have authenticated a few such remarkable examples, further driving up their desirability. When these coins go up for auction, the buzz in the room is electric. Bidders know that they aren't just chasing metal, they're chasing history. In recent years, with the rise of coin investing, this particular quarter has gained traction not just among collectors, but also among investors looking for high-value collectibles. The market for rare coins has exploded, and the 2006 North Dakota quarter is riding the wave straight to the top. Even new collectors, just starting their journey, are encouraged to keep an eye out for this iconic piece. It proves that you don't need centuries-old coins to find serious value. Sometimes, a modern coin can surpass even the oldest relics in both story and worth. Every now and then, a coin emerges from the shadows to become a crown jewel in someone's collection. The 2006 North Dakota Washington quarter is that kind of coin, a humble beginning, a powerful design, and a rarity that sets it apart from the millions around it. It stands as a reminder that the most ordinary-looking coin could, in the right condition and with the right error, become an extraordinary find. The kind of find that turns a regular day into a once-in-a-lifetime moment. So, if you've got a jar of coins sitting at home or if you're handed a few quarters at the store, don't dismiss them too quickly. One of them might just be the legendary 2006 North Dakota quarter that collectors dream of, and for those lucky enough to come across this numismatic marvel in pristine condition, featuring a rare error and professionally graded at the highest levels, its current estimated worth is an astounding $64,000. Top 2. In the vast and thrilling world of coin collecting, where the ordinary often hides the extraordinary, one coin has managed to turn heads, ignite debates, and create shockwaves in auctions around the country. The 2005 United States of America Washington quarter dollar, issued in honor of the state of Kansas. While millions of these quarters were released into circulation as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, a very small number of them possess secrets that make them worth far more than their 25-cent face value. Some are not just rare, they're worth a small fortune. At first glance, the Kansas state quarter doesn't seem unusual. Its reverse design features a stately American bison standing proudly on a wide, grassy plain, with the Kansas state flower, the wild sunflower, gracefully framing the scene. This image is a fitting tribute to Kansas, a state known for its wide-open prairies, agricultural roots, and deep American heritage. But what lies beneath this beautiful design is what makes this coin so fascinating to collectors and numismatists alike. The Washington Quarter Series featuring state designs became one of the most successful programs in the history of the U.S. Mint. It captured public imagination and gave collectors across the country a fun, educational reason to look closely at their everyday change. But among the billions of coins minted during this program, the Kansas 2005 quarter has developed an especially fiery reputation. Soon after the coin's release, collectors and everyday people began noticing a peculiar and hilarious error on a small number of the Kansas quarters. It quickly earned the nickname "In God We Rust." On these error coins, the T in the motto "In God We Trust" appears to be missing, leaving behind a phrase that seems both puzzling and oddly comical. While this minting blunder may amuse some, it sends serious collectors into a frenzy. The cause of the missing T was determined to be grease buildup on the die, an error that occurs when grease or debris fills in the details of a coin's design, causing certain letters or elements to disappear. While this kind of error isn't unprecedented in minting history, it's the rarity and placement of the mistake on the Kansas quarter that makes it stand out. The idea that a national coin could be released with such a glaring omission is both intriguing and thrilling. Coins that feature this "In God We Rust" error, especially those in mint state condition, have become hot targets at coin shows and online auctions. Their value skyrockets even more when paired with strong luster, a clean strike, and limited signs of wear. The fun twist of a missing letter has become more than just a mistake, it's become a collector's prize. What makes the Kansas quarter even more captivating is the number of variations that have surfaced over time. Some examples show partial fading of the T, while others lack it entirely. This spectrum of error types keeps the hunt exciting and ensures that no two finds are exactly the same. And in the world of coin collecting, uniqueness is everything. Not only are the error coins gaining value, but even flawless, uncirculated versions of the Kansas quarter are climbing in worth. High-grade examples graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC are coveted for their pristine condition and can command impressive prices, even without errors. When they rank in the upper echelons of mint state classification. As more and more collectors enter the hobby, demand for rare and quirky coins like this Kansas quarter continues to rise. Whether driven by the humor of the error, the challenge of the hunt, or the thrill of discovering something few people own, this coin has captivated attention on a global scale. Stories have emerged of lucky individuals who found an "In God We Rust" Kansas quarter in their pocket change or buried in an old coin jar. For some, it was a complete accident. For others, it was the result of years of searching. These tales of unexpected riches keep the dream alive for millions of collectors around the world. Online marketplaces have played a massive role in showcasing these rare Kansas quarters. Listings featuring clear photographs of the error versions often attract dozens of bidders, and final selling prices have steadily risen as interest continues to surge. Coin dealers and experts are now keeping a close watch on every Kansas quarter that comes across their counters. Social media has also helped turn the 2005 Kansas quarter into a viral sensation. Photos and videos showing off the error coins are shared thousands of times, sparking a new generation of coin hunters eager to join the excitement. Even people who've never collected a coin before are diving into their wallets, hoping to find one of these elusive treasures. This coin has proven that even in the age of digital currency, physical coins still have a powerful story to tell. The Kansas quarter is more than a piece of metal, it's a symbol of American culture, minting history, and the surprising value of imperfection. Coin grading services now recognize multiple Kansas error varieties in their official listings, and the value of certified examples continues to climb. When a coin is authenticated as both an error and in high-grade condition, its market price can soar well beyond what anyone might expect, but perhaps the most exciting aspect of this coin is the fact that it's still out there. It could be in your change from a grocery run, waiting inside a piggy bank, or tucked between couch cushions. That's the magic of coin collecting. Rare finds can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. As interest continues to grow, experts believe that the Kansas 2005 quarter will go down as one of the most iconic state quarters of the entire series. Its combination of beautiful design, hilarious error, and skyrocketing value makes it a must-have for collectors around the world. So next time you hear the jingle of loose change in your pocket or find yourself counting quarters at the laundromat, take a closer look. That unassuming Kansas quarter just might be your golden ticket to something truly incredible, because if you happen to come across a flawless, error-laden Kansas 2005 Washington quarter, professionally graded and preserved in its highest condition, its market value could reach a staggering total of $70,000. Top 3. In the hidden corners of coin collecting, certain coins rise above the rest, not because they are ancient or made of precious metals, but because of the remarkable stories they carry and the mysteries they hide. One such coin that has recently drawn intense attention from collectors around the world is the 2007 United States of America Washington quarter dollar, issued for the proud and wild state of Wyoming. While it may seem like just another piece from the popular 50-state quarters program, this particular coin has a legend all its own. The Wyoming quarter features one of the boldest and most iconic designs in the entire state series. On its reverse side stands the silhouette of a bucking horse and rider, a classic symbol known across the nation as the bucking bronco. This image is a direct tribute to the state's cowboy culture, rodeo heritage, and untamed spirit that has defined Wyoming for generations. It's not just a design, it's a declaration of identity. Released in 2007, the Wyoming state quarter was part of the final stretch of the 50-state coin rollout that captivated America. By the time Wyoming's design was unveiled, collectors were already deeply invested in hunting down each new release, studying mint marks, spotting errors, and dreaming of finding a rare gem. And sure enough, for a few lucky individuals, the Wyoming quarter turned out to be more than just a collector's item, it became a ticket to extraordinary value. While most of the 2007 Wyoming quarters were produced with perfect consistency and standard design, a few rare varieties surfaced that immediately caught the eye of experienced numismatists. These error coins, marked by unusual die breaks, weak strikes, or design doubling, transformed the coin from a standard issue into a treasure. But perhaps the most famous of all is the Wyoming quarter that features a dramatic and highly visible die gouge running across the horse and rider. Known by some as the Ghost Rider error, these gouges and die breaks can make the rider appear distorted, faded, or even partially missing. In the coin world, such peculiarities are a big deal. They indicate mistakes in the minting process that were never meant to be released. But once discovered in circulation, they quickly became sought-after rarities with significant value. Another type of Wyoming quarter that's gained recognition features off-center strikes, where the image and lettering shift noticeably to one side. These types of errors, when sharp and well-preserved, can fetch high prices at auction. The rarity lies not just in the mistake, but in the quality. Coins with high mint state grades and prominent errors are where collectors place their highest bids. Then there are the satin finish versions, released in special mint sets, which carry a soft, elegant texture that distinguishes them from standard circulation coins. When one of these comes combined with a rare minting error, the value can skyrocket instantly. And as the years pass, examples of these rare combinations only become more valuable. Wyoming's coin, with its bold and minimalist design, made errors easier to spot compared to busier designs from other states. That meant collectors could quickly identify anything out of the ordinary, and over time, patterns began to emerge. Some minting errors seemed to appear more frequently on coins from the Philadelphia Mint, adding a new layer of intrigue and speculation. As coin shows, auctions, and online forums buzzed with Wyoming quarter discoveries, more people began hunting their own change, hoping to find one of these mysterious pieces. Some lucky individuals did, discovering rare Wyoming quarters tucked away in pocket change, forgotten drawers, and inherited collections. Their stories have only fueled the growing obsession. Collectors love the Wyoming quarter not only for its strong imagery and minting anomalies but also because of its place in American culture. It represents the Old West, the wild frontier, and the enduring legacy of cowboy grit. Owning one of these rare coins feels like holding a slice of untamed American history in the palm of your hand. The growing demand for high-grade Wyoming quarters with documented errors has led to competitive bidding wars online and at high-profile auctions. Coins authenticated and graded by respected organizations like PCGS or NGC, especially those rated MS67 or above, are now regarded as serious investments by both collectors and investors alike. Stories have even emerged of young collectors, new to the hobby, stumbling across Wyoming error coins without even realizing their value until having them appraised. It's these moments of chance and discovery that make coin collecting so electrifying. That thrill is what keeps the hunt alive. As of today, very few Wyoming state quarters featuring these dramatic and verified minting errors have been found in such high condition. Their rarity, beauty, and mystery give them an almost mythical status among modern American coins. With each passing year, the window to find one of these rare Wyoming quarters in circulation narrows. Most of them are now in private collections, locked away in cases, treasured by those who understand their true worth. But the possibility remains that one might still be out there, waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what to look for. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone just starting to explore the hobby, the Wyoming 2007 quarter serves as a reminder: never overlook the coins in your hand. What appears ordinary could be anything but. So go ahead, check your change, open that old coin jar, search through that roll of quarters. Because hidden among them could be one of the rarest and most fascinating finds of the 50 State Quarters series. And if you're fortunate enough to discover a 2007 Wyoming-Washington quarter with a remarkable mint error, preserved in mint state condition and certified by a top grading agency, its value can reach an eye-opening total of $58,000. Top 4. In the thrilling world of coin collecting, where stories are told through metal and value can soar from cents to thousands, one coin has emerged from the shadows of everyday change to astonish collectors and investors alike: the 1971 United States of America Washington quarter dollar. It's a coin that millions have handled, but only a rare few have truly noticed for what it could be. This quarter, struck at a time of great change in American coinage, carries secrets that only the most observant eyes and trained hands have uncovered. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, became a staple of American pockets and cash registers. By the time 1971 arrived, this coin had become a familiar face in American life. But familiarity doesn't always mean insignificance. Some of the most valuable coins ever found were hidden in plain sight, and the 1971 quarter is a stunning example of just that. Unlike quarters before 1965, which were made of 90% silver, the 1971 version was part of the newer clad coinage, composed of copper and nickel. This change was meant to reduce the cost of minting coins, as silver had become too valuable to use in circulation. But the transition wasn't always smooth, and that's where the 1971 quarter story takes a fascinating turn. Amid the countless quarters struck that year, a few extraordinary examples have come to light. These are not just pristine versions, they possess errors and characteristics so rare that their value defies belief. Some 1971 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets from previous years, creating an ultra-rare hybrid of old and new. Others contain dramatic double dies, off-center strikes, or unusually high reliefs that command serious attention. Collectors are especially drawn to any coin with a backstory, and the 1971 quarter has more than one. Reports have surfaced of coins struck with extra metal along the edges, coins missing their clad layers to reveal a bright copper core, and coins with weak or missing mint marks. Each of these anomalies tells a tale of what can happen in the fast-paced, high-pressure environment of the U.S. Mint. Another factor adding intrigue to the 1971 quarter is the location of its minting. Most were produced in Philadelphia and Denver, but examples from the San Francisco Mint, especially those included in proof sets, can sometimes show exceptional detail and luster. When a coin is pulled from such a set, remains untouched, and grades near perfect, its value can soar. Some of the most remarkable 1971 quarters ever found are those that have never been circulated. Stored away in sealed rolls or original mint packaging, these coins retain their original shine, their designs still crisp from the moment they left the press. And when such a coin also features a rare error, it becomes a holy grail for collectors around the world. At coin shows, the appearance of a high-grade or error 1971 quarter never fails to draw a crowd. Dealers and collectors examine them closely, eyes scanning for that one defining feature that could set a coin apart. Whether it's a doubled liberty, a misshapen "In God We Trust," or a strange texture on Washington's profile, each detail is a clue to potential fortune. Over the years, professional grading services have documented only a tiny number of 1971 quarters that meet the highest standards of mint condition, while also containing notable errors. These coins are immediately encapsulated, certified, and sometimes even insured, as their value can exceed all expectations. Social media and YouTube have added to the growing obsession. Videos showcasing rare 1971 quarters go viral, fueling a rush of interest among young collectors and seasoned enthusiasts alike. People are now digging through drawers, revisiting old coin jars, and checking their pocket change with newfound curiosity. The 1971 quarter also has historical weight. It was struck during a time of cultural transformation, economic uncertainty, and political upheaval. Holding a coin from that year feels like holding a frozen moment in time, an artifact of American resilience, evolving identity, and financial ingenuity. Every now and then, a story emerges about someone who unknowingly held a fortune in their hand. A coin tossed aside, mistaken for ordinary, later turns out to be a prized collectible. The 1971 Washington quarter is exactly the kind of coin that fits this narrative, common enough to be ignored, rare enough to be life-changing, and even though millions were produced, only a microscopic fraction have the characteristics needed to fetch top dollar. It's a mix of chance, error, and preservation that creates such value, and finding one is like hitting the jackpot for those who truly know what to look for. As the years go by, the number of surviving high-grade 1971 quarters naturally declines. Time, circulation, and neglect take their toll. That makes each remaining specimen even more precious, driving up its appeal and price in the collector market. So the next time you come across a 1971 quarter, don't just toss it aside. Examine it. Look at the edges. Inspect the surface. Consider its story. It could be more than just an old coin, it could be a hidden masterpiece, a minting miracle, a piece of forgotten treasure, because if you're one of the incredibly lucky individuals to discover a 1971 Washington quarter with a rare mint error, preserved in flawless mint state condition and authenticated by experts, its value could reach the astonishing sum of $136,000. Top 5. In the world of coin collecting, sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones that go unnoticed, slipping through hands and coin jars without a second thought. But every now and then, a particular coin emerges from the shadows to captivate the attention of experts and enthusiasts alike. One such coin is the 1973 United States of America Washington quarter dollar, a piece of pocket change that could hold a fortune within its copper-nickel shell. What looks ordinary on the outside may actually be a numismatic marvel worth far more than anyone expects. The Washington quarter has long been a symbol of American strength and tradition. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, the coin became a staple of commerce. By 1973, the design had remained largely unchanged, featuring the iconic profile of the first president on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse. But despite the familiar appearance, something rare and extraordinary happened during the minting of a select few 1973 quarters. The early 1970s were a transformative time in American coin production. Silver had already been removed from circulation coins by 1965, and the mint had switched to clad coinage using copper and nickel. Although billions of coins were produced in 1973, only a very small number have surfaced with extraordinary features, those that make collectors' hearts race and auction rooms go silent. Among the rarest and most sought-after 1973 quarters are those that were struck on planchets meant for other coins entirely. Imagine a quarter-sized coin struck on a nickel or dime planchet, or even more astonishing, a leftover silver blank from years prior. These minting errors are incredibly scarce and often go undetected until someone with a trained eye discovers them years later. Another variant that makes the 1973 quarter so fascinating is the double die error. This occurs when the coin die is improperly aligned during production, causing the design to be impressed twice in slightly different positions. The result? Lettering that appears doubled, or fine details on Washington's face or the eagle that look eerily duplicated. These kinds of errors are extremely rare and often command premium prices on the open market. Die cracks and cuds are another type of minting anomaly collectors love to find. These are caused by worn or damaged dies that leave raised lines or missing sections of design on the finished coin. A 1973 quarter with such dramatic imperfections becomes not only unique, but highly desirable among specialists who hunt for error coins across all denominations. Condition plays a massive role in a coin's value. While most 1973 quarters have long since worn down from years of use, a few have been preserved in pristine condition, untouched by circulation, kept safe in rolls or collector sets. These coins, when graded at MS-67 or higher, are exceedingly rare and fetch remarkable prices at coin shows and auctions. A handful of these high-grade 1973 quarters have even been certified by professional grading services, sealed in tamper-proof slabs and listed among the finest known examples. Collectors who seek out the best of the best will pay top dollar to secure a coin with both rarity and condition working in its favor. Stories have surfaced over the years of unsuspecting people finding valuable quarters in the most unexpected places, inside old dressers, tucked away in forgotten coin jars, or passed down from relatives who once collected coins during their younger days. Some of these discoveries have turned out to be worth life-changing amounts. The 1973 quarter holds special appeal not just for its rarity and potential errors, but for its place in American history. The early 70s were a period of social change, political tension, and evolving identity for the United States. Owning a coin from this time feels like holding a fragment of that era, a frozen moment in metal that has traveled through decades of American life. While the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the majority of these coins, collectors often search for subtle differences between them. A missing mint mark, a faint strike, or a smooth-edged planchet could all be signs of a rare variant, waiting to be uncovered and appreciated by someone who knows what to look for. The reverse design of the eagle, with its outstretched wings and fierce gaze, remains one of the most powerful images on American currency. When struck with precision and preserved carefully, it reflects the full beauty of mid-century coin craftsmanship. That's what makes the discovery of a flawless or error-ridden 1973 quarter all the more exciting. As coin collecting continues to rise in popularity, more people are joining the hunt. Social media has helped fuel interest, with viral videos and online posts showcasing rare finds that once seemed impossible to stumble upon. The 1973 quarter has become one of those coins that people are now checking their pockets for daily. Some rare varieties of the 1973 quarter have already sold for incredible sums, especially when certified by top grading agencies and possessing unique minting characteristics. These are not your average coins, they're museum-worthy examples of minting history that defy the expectations of casual collectors. You ever find a 1973 Washington quarter that looks slightly different? Don't dismiss it. Look closely at the lettering, the edges, the shine, and the weight. What you hold could be more than just a coin, it could be a financial opportunity and a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Collectors understand that every coin has a story. The 1973 quarter tells one of forgotten change, unnoticed value, and hidden worth. It's a quiet legend among coins, and its reputation only continues to grow as more collectors uncover its many layers. So the next time you're sorting through a drawer of loose change or come across an old roll of coins, pay special attention to that 1973 quarter. You never know, its surface might hold the key to an incredible fortune just waiting to be revealed, because if you are lucky enough to find a rare 1973 Washington quarter with a known mint error and preserved in immaculate condition, its current value can reach a stunning total of $131,000. Top 6. In the fascinating world of rare coins, the most unexpected treasures are often found in the most familiar places. The 1980 United States of America Washington quarter dollar is one such example. A coin that millions of people have held, spent, or passed over without a second glance has recently captured the attention of collectors and numismatic experts across the globe. What appears to be just another ordinary piece of change may, in fact, be a valuable rarity worth a life-changing amount of money. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, has been a constant presence in American commerce for nearly a century. Its design has remained largely consistent over the years, and by 1980, it was deeply embedded into the fabric of daily life. But in the shadows of mass production, something extraordinary happened. Some 1980 quarters emerged with characteristics so rare that they've now become the holy grail for collectors. The 1980 quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint used the same general design, Washington's iconic profile on the front, with the bold eagle perched on the reverse. But not all quarters were created equally. Some coins bore the subtle imperfections and unusual features that would eventually make them extremely valuable. Among the most talked about versions of the 1980 quarter are those with striking mint errors. One of the most famous is the off-center strike, where the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process. This results in part of the design missing or shifted dramatically, creating a visually stunning and highly collectible coin. The more dramatic the shift, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another prized variation is the double die error. On these coins, elements of the design, especially the date, lettering, or even Washington's eye, appear doubled. This occurs when the die that stamps the coin shifts slightly between strikes. It's a rare phenomenon, and when found on a coin in excellent condition, it can send its value soaring. But the most jaw-dropping 1980 quarters are those that were mistakenly struck on planchets intended for other coins. For example, a few quarters have been discovered struck on nickel or dime planchets, creating coins that are lighter or smaller than normal. These rare minting accidents are exceedingly hard to find and command massive attention when they appear at auction. The condition of the coin also plays a critical role in determining its worth. Most 1980 quarters have been in circulation for decades, showing signs of wear and tear. But a select few have been preserved in brilliant uncirculated or mint state condition, never touched by human hands, their surfaces still gleaming as they did the day they were struck. These pristine coins, especially those with errors, are the true stars of the collecting world. It's not just errors that excite collectors. Some 1980 quarters feature exceptionally strong strikes, deeply etched details, and mirror-like finishes that set them apart. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are few and far between. And when one is found with a notable error as well, the combination becomes truly extraordinary. For decades, stories have circulated of lucky individuals who unknowingly stumbled upon valuable coins. A 1980 quarter tucked away in a childhood coin collection, a random find in a change jar, or a forgotten piece inherited from a relative has turned out, in some cases, to be worth a small fortune. These real-life discoveries only add to the excitement and mystery surrounding this particular year. Coin dealers and auction houses around the country have begun actively seeking out high-grade 1980 quarters with known errors, driving up demand and pushing prices higher than ever before. Even common-looking examples are now being scrutinized under magnification by collectors hoping to strike gold. Figuratively speaking, with a unique discovery, the popularity of coin collecting has exploded in recent years, thanks in part to social media. Videos of rare coin finds and viral posts showing error quarters have awakened a new generation of hobbyists. The 1980 quarter, once considered mundane, is now viewed with curiosity, anticipation, and hope. Part of what makes the 1980 quarter so appealing is the fact that it's still relatively young in numismatic terms. That means it's very possible that undiscovered examples still exist in circulation, waiting to be found. Every trip to the store, every coin rolled for the bank, every pocketful of change holds the potential for a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Collectors are particularly drawn to the Philadelphia minted quarters from 1980, which notably have no mint mark. This subtle detail can sometimes coincide with certain error types, giving rise to even more desirable variants. A coin with no mint mark, a dramatic error, and near-perfect condition? That's a collector's dream. As time goes on, the number of surviving high-grade 1980 quarters with rare errors will only decrease. Natural wear, mishandling, and destruction over the years mean that today's known examples are becoming increasingly rare. This rarity, coupled with growing demand, has pushed prices to incredible heights. For those just beginning their journey in coin collecting, the 1980 quarter represents a perfect target. It's modern enough to be found, yet rare enough in certain forms to be worth pursuing. It embodies the spirit of discovery, the thrill of the hunt, and the possibility of turning an ordinary find into a legendary one. Experts agree that the key to finding a valuable 1980 quarter lies in careful inspection. Look for doubling in the letters, off-center designs, or an unusually small or large coin. Don't forget to check the edge of the coin as well. Missing ridges or unusual coloring can be signs of an error or wrong planchet. This coin stands as a reminder that even the most common objects can hold incredible value when circumstances align. The 1980 Washington quarter is more than just spare change. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of minting precision, and in rare cases, a key to unexpected fortune. And if you are fortunate enough to find a 1980 Washington quarter with a confirmed mint error and preserved in exceptional mint state condition, its market value could reach a stunning total of $100,000. Top 7. In a world filled with digital transactions and paperless money, it might surprise you to learn that some of the most valuable treasures are still hiding right inside your pocket. Among them is a coin that looks incredibly modern and common, yet holds an unbelievable story. That coin is the 2021 United States of America Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it seems like any other quarter in circulation today, but don't be fooled. Some very special versions of this coin have stunned collectors and enthusiasts alike, fetching impressive prices in the numismatic world. The year 2021 marked a major shift in the Washington quarter series. After decades of the eagle reverse and more recent state and national park designs, the U.S. Mint introduced a new portrait of George Washington on the obverse. This bold, left-facing bust, originally sculpted by Laura Garden Fraser in the 1930s, was finally chosen to appear on circulating quarters, replacing the long-standing John Flanagan design. This change alone made the 2021 quarter a standout for modern collectors, but the surprises didn't stop with the new portrait. The reverse of the 2021 quarter featured the final design in the America the Beautiful series, the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site in Alabama. This marked the end of a monumental coin series that had spanned more than a decade. Because of its significance as the closing chapter of a beloved series, the 2021 quarter instantly drew attention from collectors everywhere. What most people don't realize is that within this release, a number of rare and incredibly valuable error coins slipped through the minting process. These are the quarters that have turned an everyday coin into a collector's dream. Some of the most striking errors discovered include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and die breaks, all of which add immense value to the coin if found in pristine condition. One of the most talked about varieties of the 2021 quarter features a dramatic die clash, where the obverse and reverse designs accidentally collide without a planchet between them, leaving ghostly impressions of each side on the other. When this rare mishap occurs and is preserved in mint state, the result is a one-of-a-kind coin that collectors will pay a premium to own. Another highly desirable error is the retained cud or die break near the rim of the coin. These anomalies create visible bumps or raised areas where the metal has filled and cracks in the die. On a 2021 quarter, this type of flaw is not just noticeable, it's captivating. For collectors who prize uniqueness, these types of flaws are like hidden signatures from the mint itself, and then there are the quarters that were struck on the wrong planchets. While this might sound like something that would never happen in modern minting facilities, it's actually more common than you'd expect. Some 2021 quarters have been discovered struck on dime or foreign coin planchets, making them undersized or strangely colored. These minting mistakes can send the value of the coin into the thousands instantly. Even without dramatic errors, the condition of the coin can play a huge role in its value. Coins that have never been in circulation, those graded MS-68 or higher, are extremely rare, even in modern coinage. When a 2021 quarter is found in such exceptional condition, especially from a limited production run or with a special strike, its price tag can rise steeply. Special editions like the 2021 San Francisco Mint quarters, which were only available in collector sets, are another hot ticket for enthusiasts. These coins were struck with extra care and are known for their high detail and mirror-like surfaces. If you happen to find one of these rare quarters in flawless condition, you're holding on to something that only a small number of people in the world possess. What makes the 2021 quarter even more exciting is how recent it is. It hasn't been buried in attics or hidden in old collections, it's still actively circulating, and anyone, anywhere, could stumble across one of these rare varieties. That kind of opportunity is what drives new collectors to start looking and lifelong collectors to keep searching. The buzz around the 2021 quarter has exploded in recent years. Online forums, YouTube channels, and social media pages have been flooded with videos and posts of people sharing their finds and discoveries. Some are lucky enough to spot the tiniest doubling in a date or lettering, details that can increase a coin's value exponentially. Professional grading companies have confirmed that multiple rare varieties exist among the 2021 quarters. Once graded and certified, these coins are entered into population reports, where collectors can see just how few examples of a certain variety exist. The lower the population, the higher the demand, and the higher the price. Auction houses across the country have begun listing select 2021 quarters with verified errors and high grades. These coins often start with modest opening bids, but as word spreads, the competition becomes fierce. Bidding wars break out, and before long, a single coin has sold for more than anyone ever expected. One of the most incredible things about the 2021 quarter is that its value continues to climb. As more collectors join the hunt and fewer rare examples remain in the wild, the market becomes tighter. For those lucky enough to have already found a rare version, their coins become even more valuable as time goes on. Also important to note that many of these valuable 2021 quarters have gone unnoticed. They've been dropped in vending machines, spent at gas stations, or tossed into tip jars. The idea that a coin worth thousands might still be out there in everyday circulation keeps collectors scanning every quarter they touch. For young collectors, the 2021 quarter is a gateway into the world of numismatics. It's modern, it's beautiful, and it offers the real possibility of finding a valuable piece without ever having to spend a dime. It's a reminder that history, design, and fortune can all be found in something as simple as spare change. As more people begin to understand the value hidden in this single coin, the hunt will only intensify. What was once overlooked as just another coin is now one of the most exciting modern discoveries in the hobby. It's a story that's still being written, and one that could include you. So, if you come across a 2021 Washington quarter, don't toss it aside. Look closer. Check the date, the design, the lettering, and even the edges. Because what looks like just another quarter might actually be a numismatic treasure waiting to be uncovered. And if you happen to be one of the few lucky individuals who discover a rare 2021 Washington quarter with a certified mint error and preserved in flawless mint state condition, its value could reach an astonishing total of $15,000.